What's up, everybody? Not sure if it'll make much of a difference, but trying recording standing for the first time, so hopefully everything works out alright. Don't want to ramble too much. I want to talk about the Godforge Beta, starting on May 19th. Time this comes out, it'll be 5 days away, I think, maybe 4. I'm definitely hyped to get back into the game. Haven't played since Alpha, so it's been a hot minute. And real quick, if you're not sure if you signed up or you haven't signed up yet, I'll have a link in the description that'll take you right to the website. I'll probably also throw it in a pinned comment, but basically just click that, and you can head right over to the Godforge site and sign up for beta. They did remove the May 14th deadline, so you do have right up until the beta, and I'm not sure if they're going to have it an open beta so you can sign up the whole time, or if it's going to close when beta starts. So yeah, don't waste any time and sign up if you're interested in playing. Hey, just wanted to cut in real quick, mention I got some footage that was shared with the content creators to use for background footage while we're chit-chatting away. And obviously down in the bottom corner you can see it's all pre-beta footage, so just remember, it's all pre-beta. It's not finalized, fully polished footage, just some gameplay footage they gave us to use in the background, so just keep that in mind while you're checking it out, that there is still a ton of polish still going on. And yeah, back to the video. Right now there's a decent amount of things we don't know about beta. So we've heard talks where maybe it's going to be 2 or 3 weeks and maybe it's going to be 2 separate tests. There hasn't really been confirmation on the timelines or if there's even definitely going to be 2 tests. But hopefully by the end of this week, Simon said he was going to put out a special beta video, so hopefully we'll get a lot more questions answered by then, so keep an eye out for that video. Personally, I'm really hoping it's 3 weeks, because due to the holiday here in the States, the earliest week I could get off would be the 3rd week if there is 3 weeks. So selfishly, I hope there's 3 weeks. But obviously it's a beta test, it's more for testing the game and getting what the team needs, so I'll obviously be okay with whatever the timeline is. But what we do know about beta is we'll be able to play a little bit of the story mode and see some of the story visuals and cutscenes. I believe it's the first campaign, the Avalon, and Simon said good luck getting through adventure mode in just a couple of weeks, but there will be the normal story mode and then the harder adventure mode if you make it. So I feel like that's a little bit of a challenge thrown down to the community, so we'll have to see how far we can get. We also know there's going to be a couple, I don't know if it's 1 or a couple weapon dungeons and gear dungeons, so we'll get a taste for bosses and some of the different dungeon levels, see how the scaling is as you progress through the levels. And we know there'll be no PvP and Pantheon, at least for this first period of testing. And hopefully we do end up with a second test period, because I know they mentioned hopefully doing a second test period with no reset, so you'll kind of have a built-up account to try out PvP and test some of the Pantheon things, instead of starting fresh and going into PvP with almost nothing. So hopefully they do end up going that direction. I don't really have too much more to add. I don't want to drag on and ramble about stuff we're not sure of right now. So definitely be on the lookout for the special video that Simon's going to put out for more beta information. Whether it's the end of this week or it gets postponed to early next week, you'll definitely want to check that out to get the most up-to-date info. And yeah, if you sign up for beta, obviously have fun with it, enjoy being able to play the game, but also make sure that you're deep diving, going to the different areas, testing things out, and providing feedback. The Fateless team has already shown that they're pretty adaptable when we do provide feedback, and they've been quick to make changes. I mean, hell, they just redid the whole divinity system, changing initiative to faith, so that's a massive overhaul right before beta. So they're definitely not scared to make changes, and the feedback you provide could definitely help make those changes. That's all I got for this one. Be ready for May 19th, and yeah, links down below if you still need to sign up for beta, so get on that. I apparently should have downloaded more B-roll footage because I ran out in the background there, so I guess that's a sign I've been rambling too long. That's it for me. Have a good one.